Hello everyone, welcome back in another motion graphics tutorial, and in this one we'll try to make this image canvas basically and then animate it. Yep, so let's begin. I have my Fusion workspace open, and as usual this is a sort of line which I say in my every video, which is if you want this sort of workspace, then go to workspace, Fusion presets. In layer presets you can see Fusion presets, and here choose mid flow. Right click anywhere, and in arrange tools, to grid and auto arrange should be checked on, and in options build flow vertically should be checked on, and also I am using my navigator too. Okay, as you can see I have my this basic background and media out. In my background it's set to black, and that is it, nothing else. So first let's make it from scratch. I'll delete this background node. So we have this media out. Okay, index should be set to 0, then only it will work. So I also don't have my toolbar, by the way. So if you don't want that toolbar, to get some more space, come to Fusion and uncheck show toolbar. To add any tool, you can come to this effects, and in tools you have all the tools over here. Or what you can do is shift plus space bar, this select tool menu with pop-up, and you can type any tool which you want. And here I will just type BG for background, which is short form for background. So add and take the output of it and put it into the input of this media out. And because this media out, you can see here are two dots, the second one is white. Well, that means that I am displaying my viewer into second viewer. Well, that is it. And right now it's black, and that is it. Again, okay, so let me just do one thing. Let me make it white first of all. We'll make it transparent later. So first we have this canvas, which we can see over here, which is looking good. After this plain white canvas, what we do is let's start with the main building, or maybe the line which is over here. So let's add a line. How do we do that? Shift plus spacer again and BG, and if you'll enter, this will automatically add this merge node. Okay, and it is easy for you. Now in this background, as you can see, this is on top. How do you see something is on top? In merge there are three inputs: yellow, green and blue. Yellow is for background, as you can see the background obviously, and in this one, this green one is for foreground. So anything which is above that. So in here we have this white layer, and on top of it we have this black layer. So we need to change this again. Instead of black, we will make this purple. So let me just come over here in color and click on pick screen color, and wherever I put my cursor, so let me choose this color, hit OK, and that is it. But how do you make this a plain stroke? Well, you can do that in many ways. First and foremost is right click anywhere, effect mask, and choose a polygon. Well, this created a mask. Okay, as you can see, this mask input is blue input always, and here you can see this polygon is attached to the blue input of this background, which means it's masking it out. But right now, because we don't have any shape here, polygon requires a shape, and your cursor will change into this pen sort of tool, and you can change all the settings over here. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's click, first of all, let's in this center, let's change this to 0.5 and 0.5 so that it will be in the middle. And now click anywhere. So let me just make it somewhere around here, then hold shift so that it will be locked on axis, and something like somewhere around till here. I think this will be fine. We haven't done anything. So what to do now? First of all, from this click append, right now it's click append, which means it is pen right now. Change it to this insert and modify, which hotkey for it this is shift I. So it's the cursor back again, and now you can see we have these 2 points. So let's do one thing. Let's increase the border width. First of all, let's uncheck the solid and increase the border width to something like 0.005 should be good. I think it's too much. I think 4 will be fine. Yeah, 4 is fine. Okay, so as you can see, we have our plain stroke, which is really good. The next thing which we want to do is we'll be making this building, this main building. First, let's make the outline of it. So how do we do that? Again, doing the same process. We will be making these strokes. Okay, so how do we do that? Again, add a background after this merge, and again add a polygon and make that stroke. It's that simple. So what I'll do is I'll just copy all of it with Ctrl C and paste Ctrl V, and that's it. You will get your 3 nodes over here, so that we will not be, having more clicks and types to the button, to our keyboard. Okay, entering again shift plus spacebar, then typing BG to add another background when we have all the things set up. So why to waste our energy? So how to connect this in this pipeline? Well, hold shift, and when you see the color change, release that. Boom, it's attached to this pipeline. It was that simple. And now if I view this media out, nothing will happen. Well, that is because this polygon still have these 2 points, and in this polygon we will be selecting both of these and delete them. That is it. and you can see it will automatically change its type to this click append, okay, which is the pen mode. So again, we'll be making some drawings. First, let me just click somewhere around here, then again hold shift and bring it above, so something like this. So yeah, something like this. Then again one more point, hold shift and bring it somewhere around here, again hold shift and bring it somewhere around here. Well, I think it is looking super cool. Or instead what we'll do is we'll not be making this these 2 points, because as we can see that the top roof layer is larger, okay. So yeah, we'll focus on that stuff. So let me just copy this and paste it again here. How do we do that? By adding a duplicate node. So after this background, shift plus spacebar and type DUP. Hit enter and boom, you got yourself a duplicate. But right now nothing will happen again because it's overlapped. To change that, come here. If your inspector is enabled, then in the center X, put it somewhere around here, and I think that will do our work. Then again copy all of it with, let's just do one thing, let's copy this again, Control C, Control V, because we'll be making this roof layer. Again take this merge, hold shift and put it over here. Boom, it's connected. And in this polygon, let me do one thing, let me just select both of these with shift again, bring it above, will be locked on vertical axis, put it somewhere around here, I think will be fine. And then again select this one with shift, oh man, put it over here, and again select this point, again shift, put it around here, and I think this is looking really. So let's come to the next part. And one more thing which I can do is, let me just get a little bit more over here. Yeah, that's it. Again, click anywhere in the viewer, Control F to fit it to view, which is a shortcut which you guys should remember. It's quite helpful. All right, what do we have next? Let me just bring these polygon and background back. Same with this one, and this way we will have this sort of effect which is looking really nice. Let me just bring my media out down somewhere around here. Control S to save your file again and again, which is quite necessary, especially in Fusion, because Fusion is GPU hungry. Now we can focus on other things. Let's just complete this building itself, okay. So let's make these borders, and the easier way to do that, like making borders, is to using another node. Instead of polygon, we'll be using tangle node, a tangle mask. How to do that? Let me just copy all of it, Control C, paste, Control V, again to attach it to this pipe, hold shift and put it somewhere around here. Boom, attached. Instead of this polygon, let me just delete it, and in this background, right click anywhere, effect mask, and let's choose rectangle. And you can even and now you can see that you got yourself this rectangle mask. Or what you can even do is click anywhere in the node graph, shift plus spacebar and type RCT. That will do the same. Okay, let's click on this rectangle, and because my show view controls is checked, I can manipulate it in the display itself, which is a big thing. Again, let me do one thing, uncheck this solid because we just need the borders, and again increase the border width to 0.004 so that we get this stroke. And if you will come here on these 4 corners, you can manipulate its size and width. So first of all, let me just change its center X and Y values. So 0.5, 0.5, and with this up arrow, you can bring it above. So, and over here, you can change its height. So something like this. Let me just make it more smaller. So something like this. One more thing which you see over here is its border style is a little bit different than this. This is so pointy, which we don't want. So we can come here and change it to something like this. This is nice. This is round. This is beveled, I think. Yeah, this is beveled. It's round, and this is pointed. So we need the round one, and I think it is looking super cool. Control F to fit it to view, and we will copy it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's here. It's 8 times copied here. Let us see how many times we'll copy it. So after this background, you can type DUP for duplicate, and then what you can do is you can increase the number of copies later, but let me first just bring it down with this Y. So as you can see, it's down, and now you can increase the number of copies. So we will need somewhat around 7. Yep, that is it. And boom, you got yourself these little borders also. But here, as you can see, some of them have this little gap in between. How to do that? So first of all, let me just make 6 over here instead of 7, and let me just copy all of it. Control C, paste it here again, Control V. How to attach it in pipeline? Hold shift and attach this merge over here. Delete this duplicate, and we have this rectangle. Let's bring it down again with this arrow, or you can do that same by coming over here in the inspector itself. And now, because its solid is unchecked, you got yourself this position and length sliders. So if you'll reduce the value of this length and change its position. Boom, you got yourself the same gap which they have. Looking good, I think. Okay, a little bit imperfections are good actually. And now let's fill them. How do we fill them? Pretty simple. We'll use the same mask node to get the same width and height, but we will be just changing the color property of this value. And also in this rectangle, we'll just enabling solid to fill that. So how to do that? Select all, Control C to copy, Control V to paste, hold shift and attach it, or instead let's just delete all of it. After this merge, let's add another BG. Boom, another merge is automatically added. Background is also added, looking super great. In this background, come to this color again, pick screen color, and let's choose this one, this yellow, and we'll be using this rectangle. So Control C to copy, Control V to paste, and boom, you got yourself this another node. And take its output, connect to the mask of this background, and this media out is viewing. Now you can see it's yellow, but this is what we don't want. We want it to be filled with yellow color, not have this sort of border with yellow. How do you do that? So coming to this rectangle over here, and let's just, or there's another way to do this particular effect. Just delete all of it, select all of these, Control C, Control V, and that is it. Now you'll have a duplicacy also enabled. And with shift again, put this merge over here, and now change the background color, then you will see the effect, and boom. Now that purple one is also there, but this yellow one is overlapping it. So in this rectangle, first of all, reduce the border width to 0. Well, where it is gone? Actually, it's not gone somewhere, it's just there. But because our border width is 0, it's showing nothing because the solid is also unchecked. So let's enable the solid, and it is filled, but still we don't want this. So what we'll do is, in this border width, we will reduce it to minus 0.004. This should do the effect. Boom, it is super. Then again, with duplicate, we can put here 7 instead of 6, and also we can change this rectangle's value. So something like this, we can put it over here manually, and you got yourself this building. I think it is looking super great. Also, it is very thin building. We have made a thick building, so we can do the same. Coming here in polygon, I think it's the second one. Yeah, it is the second one indeed. First of all, change the type to shift, insert and modify. Select both, hold shift and bring it somewhere around here. Looking great. In this duplicate, let's change the X value to somewhere around here. Super great. Now in the roof, let's come over here, select this point, bring it a little bit towards here, this one, bring it a little bit here. That is it. Come to viewer, Control F to fit it to view. Also, we can reduce the size of these rectangles. Now one more thing, instead of just doing this again and again and again, what you can do is, let's come to this rectangle, pin this rectangle, let's come to this rectangle over here, or maybe this one. Yeah, this one is fine. So let's do one thing, the pinned rectangle over here, let's put a sign in this width value instead of this number, which is equals to sign. Hit enter. Same with height, equals, hit enter. Why did I do that? Well, that's because let's take the width output from here and change it to, like, put it over here onto this width. Do the same with the height value and put it over here. Now what this has done particularly, so if I come to this rectangle over here and do the same with this rectangle 1 so let me just pin this rectangle this time and take this rectangle again, equals to over here too, and now take the width, attach it over here, hit the height, attach it over here. Now it is saying whatever the rectangle one's width is, just copy that, and same with the height, whatever the rectangle one height is, copy that. Let me just click anywhere and remove this pen. Let's just go to over here in rectangle 1 now. Let me just bring it out so that it's highlighted in this rectangle 1. Now if I change the height and width of this rectangle, all of it will be affected. See, isn't that super cool? Sort of automation, you can say, all done with expressions. That's why I like Davinci Resolve. Looking super great. So yeah, what we want to do, we want to decrease its size, something like this. Control F and boom, you got it. We can even increase a little bit of it. Yeah, just like that. Looking super great. Maybe decrease a little bit of that. I'm a little confused on how much size should we put. I think this is fine. All right. Looking super great. We are done with the building. How much time we are into it? Shit, 18 minutes. That's a lot. Let's focus on to creating the buildings behind this building. All right. How do we do that? Well, for that, let's come here in this background and let's do one thing. After this background, add another background, BG. Well, why I am doing this before it. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's not do all of this stuff. You will be confused. After this, let's add another merge. Oh, sorry, BG. Same ways, merge will be added. Put it down. It's background. In this background, let's change the color to this purple, lightish purple. Our polygon mask. So we can add a RCT. Yeah, we can actually use two rectangles over here, which is super great. So I'll make it again. Show view controls is checked, and all these four corners you can manipulate this side to fit. If you'll change the square in between, then you will be changing the X and Y both translation at the same time. So something like this. Good, isn't it? Then after this rectangle, we can add another rectangle, and in this rectangle, let's again change its width and height, and let's make it, first of all, let's put it here, a little bit of slide, and then make it this big. I think this is looking great, but a little bit downwards. First of all, as you can see that it's a little bit bleeding in here, so we can bring it here, and then also we can reduce its height to make it thinner, and that is looking great. Let's bring it a little bit here also, maybe just a tad bit, not too much, and then again play with the width and height. Actually, there are several bunch of ways by which you can create this sort of building, but I choose this one. Then again, copy all of it, Control C, Control V, merge, hold shift, and when you see the color change, boom. In this rectangle, change its size over here. Well, that is looking great. Let's just bring it a little bit above, and let's increase its height. So I think somewhat like this. Great. Same with this rectangle. Put it over here and increase its width. See, that was so simple. And you got yourself these two buildings which are behind this main building. Also, you see this little stroke over here. Well, you can do that too. Let's do it over here. Let me just take this rectangle over here. Okay, so these are for these buildings. So shift plus spacebar, U and D for an underlay. Hold Alt, put it over, click on this underlay. F2 and change it or rename it to colored buildings. As simple as that. Right click, set color, and you can set purple. Looking super great. We can even change these merge color, set color to purple, and also these rectangles, all of the masks. I like the mask color should, like by default the mask color should be set to teal. I don't know why, I just like mask colors to be teal. See, looking so good. And you can do the same over here too. These all are windows. Okay, these are like all of this. Again, U and D, Alt, click over here, F2 in building, hit enter and hold Alt, right click, set color and set it to violet. Looking super great. Alright, the next thing which we will be making is these trees and plants. Yep, so after this merge, again shift plus spacebar, BG, and this will again add the background, put the merge here, put the background here, set color to this green, and let's add a polygon. So POLY for polygon, shift plus spacebar again, and now in this polygon, first of all, let's change its color to teal and whatever. Well, we can do that stuff later. In this polygon, let's come here and make a point over here, then hold shift. Oh, that would be too much big. Then one here and again one here, and let's fill it something like this. Hold shift and bring it over here. Well, that is it. Select all, shift S, and you can now play with it. Now manipulate as you want it to be. I think this is looking great. And again, you can use the duplicate feature to, duplicate. I have this polygon. What I can do is I can copy this polygon with Control C and put it again over here, Control V, and again attach it over here. This time, no. Let's take it out from here. Let's keep it here. Maybe let's just delete it any which ways. Then again, copy all of it, Control C, Control V, Shift, and you see the color change. Release your left mouse button. This time, onto this polygon, select all, delete all of it, and let's come down over here. Now here, okay, so let me just bring all of these a little bit above because this put it a little down. Yeah, this is fine. And this polygon, what we can do is, or instead of this, let's make it 0.5. Let's just select all of it, hold shift and bring it above something like. Now in this polygon 2_1, let's put one over here, one over here, one here, then again, and one over here, and let's just close it out. Now select all of it, shift S, select these two, shift L. Let's again bring it a little down, just to put it over here. I think that is looking great. Now with shift again, hold shift and bring it over here. And you can even increase the size of it if you want to, but I like this much size only. Yeah, I think this is fine. Or maybe you can make it a little bit bigger, something like also increase it over here. Select all, hold shift and bring it over here. Well, looking great. Let's now make an outline of it. So how do we do that? Let me just bring this closer. After this merge, again BG, merge is added in this background, pick screen color and change it to this purple. Yep, this one. Hit OK. Now again add a polygon. Okay, so this time instead of adding a separate polygon, let's just copy this one first. Control C, Control V, place it over here, and here in this polygon, uncheck solid, increase border width to 0.004 as same we are doing with other stuff. Yeah, that is basically it. And again, this one, Control C, Control V, hold shift, put it in between. Again, uncheck solid, increase border width to 0.004. That is looking super cool. Okay, there's one mistake over here. I think shift S. Yeah, now it's good. And after these two polygons, let's add one more polygon. So spacebar, POLY, polygon, and this time put one over here, hold shift, put one over here, and that is it. Again, uncheck solid, border width 0.004. You can create this line in this polygon itself, or you can do some other stuff too. Well, it depends. So let's just click on this one, hold shift, bring a little bit here so that it's overlapped. Then you can click with holding shift again, and you can click and do some stuff like this, and you can even manipulate it a little bit if you want to. So it will be something like this. I think the border width is too much. I think 0.004 is too much. You should not do that much, but you know, whatever. Then after this merge, add one more polygon just to complete this leaf. In this polygon, let's change its color to this color. And last polygon, I'm serious guys, this is last. Now add like last for this leaf, select this one, and with this one, okay, yeah, select this one. Now with shift I, like both S, and now you can manipulate curves. Not that much, just slight curve. I think this much. Polygon again, uncheck solid, border width 0.004. Yeah, border width is too much. We should reduce that, to be honest. Nodes which have same border width, we will be selecting those. So no border width here. Okay, we'll not be selecting these, but let's just select all of these, then select both of these, then select, sorry. And now in polygon 1, let's first pin this polygon 1 in polygon 1_1, and also open polygon 1, polygon 1_1. Come to this border width equals to, enter, take the border width of it and attach it to this border width. Yep, that's it. Close polygon 1_1, polygon 1_2, open it, equals to, enter, take this plus icon and drag it to this border width, and do this again with all of these rectangle and all of these. Okay, even it's rectangle and all these nodes, again attach it to border width. Let me just make the process faster, and we are done. Now let's select the single polygon 1. Let me show you the magic. Why did I do that? If I reduce the border width, did you see that? That is what I was talking about. If I reduce it to 0, it will be like this. So we can make it something like, I think, let me just fit it to view first, and let's increase and see which is looking good. Let's do 0.002. Yup. One more thing, the like these rectangles also, let's just change them a little bit. This and this, both of these, let's just this one over here and this one a little bit over here. There are other ways also to create this building. Okay, this was the lazy version. There is one quick and efficient way also. One more thing, and this rectangle, let's just bring this, and that's how you get yourself this. One more thing, we also need to bring these, or maybe let's just increase the height of it just a tad bit, you know, so that it's filled a little bit with it. And I think it is looking super cool. But now it's time to create another leaf. Then just to copy, just bring all of that here, and shift plus spacebar, UND, underlay, click alt, select it, and type here leaf. That is it. Right click, again click alt, right click, and we can make it maybe olive or green. It just depends on your personal preference. I'll make it green. Alright, Control C to copy, Control V to paste, hold shift with this merge selected, and it's attached, I think. But now you will be attaching all of it with shift, this one also with shift, this one also with shift. Now all these 4 merges attached, but now again connect these backgrounds also. Yep, something like this will work perfectly fine. Alright, in this one, it's a little bit different. How? Well, okay, so instead of doing all of it, let's just do one thing. After this, add XF transform node and just take it out from this pipe, connect it like this, and then again attach it to the output of this merge and put it over here. Okay, so something like this. So what I'm doing is I'm taking all of this leaf and putting it in this transform node, and with the help of this transform, okay, no, it's not like that. Well, so there's one more method by which you can do that. Take all of that out, take the merge input in here, and again this, so it will be something like this, which is looking great. Now before this merge, you can add multiple things. Like I can add, it's just for example guys, okay,
shadow should work, I think. Okay, no, again it's not working. So what if I take the background input directly from here? Yeah, that's an issue. But let's change this background from white to alpha and make it black, or to, it should work as alpha. Now it will work. So let's do one thing. Let me just remove this. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking all of it out. First of all, I'm making this background transparent. And how do we do that? Well, make it black and then change its alpha to 0. It will be transparent now. As you can see, because our checker underlay is on, you can see these gray boxes behind our image. Again, Control F to fit it to view. We'll add this background later. How? After this merge, let's add another BG and let's put this merge near media out, and in this swap the inputs of foreground and background. Why? Because right now all of this is beneath this. Okay, we want the opposite of that. And how do we do that? By swapping these inputs. So Control T is short form for that. Let's view the media out and you can see, boom, we got it. But in this background, let's make it white and it is something like this. Then again, in this merge yellow input, type BG. Right now we don't have a canvas on which all of it is done. So to add a canvas, again, background is a way to go. Take the background output, attach it over here, and in this background, make it again transparent. And boom, you got yourself this. Now, after this merge, add a DUP duplicate. Alright, again, change its X value and place it somewhere around here. Well, you can increase the size and do various stuff. Let's reduce its Y size and make it something like this. And let's place it somewhere around here. So it is looking something like this. Not that great, but it will do the work. I mean, let's not do that much. So let's place it over here. Looking super great. Now we are done with the leaves, we are done with the buildings. What's next? Yeah, one more thing in the building. You see this outline over here, so we can do that. Coming over here after this merge, again BG in this background, change its color to this. I think this is the color. I think we can zoom in. Again, choose pick screen color. Yeah, it's this color. All right, super great. In this background, again, add a polygon like that. Let's make some outlines. So something like this, and again attach this polygon 5s to this polygon 1's border width. So border width equals to, attach it to this border width. Yep. And one more thing you can do is, as you can see right now, first of all, let me just change its color, set color to teal. And also after this polygon, let's add a rectangle mask. All right. And in this rectangle mask, let's change its paint mode to subtract. And let's reduce its size and put it somewhere in between over here. I think will look good. It's great. First of all, this polygon is too big. To switch to insert and modify mode and make it smaller, something like this. It's this small. And in this RCT, put it over here, something like this. And in this RCT, let me also do one more thing. Border style, let's change it to, okay, this is fine. And you can even increase the soft edge if you want. So just a little bit of soft edge, will make it look better. Yep, looking good. All right, so in this polygon, yeah, what I was telling you is, as you can see right now, these yellow filled borders, where are these? First of all, let me just find these. Rectangle 1_1. What is this rectangle 1_2? Okay, so this is, yeah, so in here, as you can see the border width, we'll have to do this manually. So instead of that, what we can do is, again, do is equals to, and here again copy it, but this time it will be like this. So instead, put a minus also in front of that and hit enter. Yep, as you can see, now whatever the value will be, it will minus that. See, and then likewise it will also go there also. So this is a great to again manipulate things. And now it's a perfect window. You can manipulate, let me just come over here in rectangle 1. You can manipulate this window as much as you want and it will follow the instructions. See, and in the polygon 1, you can again change the border width. All of the border width will be changed. Okay, so yeah, this is something which I want to tell you. Let's come over here and do some other stuff. Now we also have our leaves, we have our buildings, we just have these things. Okay, let's make this background sort of fishy background, whatever it is, I don't know. So we'll make it after this background, another BG merge automatically added. Take this merge over here, put this background over here, color, pick screen color. Let's do it a little bit faster and take this one, add a polygon, POLY GON, and this polygon, let's make a shape like this. So I'll select make it like this, then I might not make it that, but it will do the work. So no need to worry about that. Select all, Shift S to make it smoother, and I think that will do the work. Like this one also, make it this little bit like this, make this little bit like yeah, that is looking super great. Now we have the background also, and lastly let's okay, one more thing. After this background, let's first of all let's increase this underlay over here, and before this merge we will be adding, let me add another merge, MERG, shift, hold shift and put it over here. Why I'm doing this? Because right now it's not white and we want to make it white. Shift spacebar BG, attach this background to this and let's make it white, and let's add RCT and let's make it to the size of this building, so something like this. Okay, we want to make it, bring it a little bit down and make it something like this. So now it's fine. That is great. What next? Like, what is the next thing? The next thing is making these clouds and stuff. Yeah, that is it. Okay, so these clouds, it's pretty simple. After this merge, again add a BG, put this background over here, and in this background again come to color, pick screen color, take the color of this. Yep, add some polygons and just add polygons after polygons after polygons after polygons. That is it. So again, uncheck the solid, border width equals 2, attach it to polygon 1 border width. That is it. Now make your clouds. So I'll make it something like this, then hold shift, bring it around here, hold shift, make it here till here, then again hold shift and make it a little bit longer. Now shift I to go into shift insert mode. Let's just select these three, shift S to make them smoother, and that is it. Select this, hold shift, select this, hold shift, so something like this. Maybe select these two and make this a little down, something like this. Shift S, and now if I increase it, it should at least be better. Yeah, so something like this will looking super great. Now let me just copy this polygon, Ctrl C, and paste it as many times as I want my clouds to be. Select all of it, hold shift, and then you can put it anywhere you want. You want this here, or you want this, where do you want this to be? Okay, so you can put it, I want this to be here. Okay, let me just delete it, and so let's make a new one. This, hold shift, bring this one here, then a little bit here, a little bit here. Yep, something like, yeah, this. Looking great. Shift I, select all, shift S. Nope, just select the upper part to make this. Okay, select all of these, shift S to make this a little bit smoother. So select this. Now again hold shift, bring this one here, select this one and make it something like this. I know that they are not that good to be in the clouds category, but I'm trying my best. Let me just delete these and let's just play with this. Yep, something like this will work. Lastly, some more clouds with the same technique. Polygon, Control C, Control V, shift, put it here in between, select all, delete. Let's add something like this. Control C, Control V, place it in between, and yeah, that is it. And one more thing, let's put them a little down. Let's make this balloon sort of parachute, whatever it is. And again, BG, merge will automatically added. Now I think that this time will be added but will not be. Select this polygon, POLY, shift plus space bar, POLY, and let's make a balloon. So hold shift, shift, little bit like this, shift, and let's close it. Select all, shift S to make it smoother. That is looking so funny, to be honest. Yeah, so we can make it something like this. Oh man, what am I doing? So something like this. You can manipulate it and make it a little bit better, because as I can see, it's not that good. Now it's fine. And after this polygon, Control C, Control V, place it here, and also in this, oh shit. Okay, so in this polygon, border width again equals to, enter, and put it over here and put a minus, hit enter. That's it. In this polygon, let me just delete it, copy this one, paste this one, shift, put it over here, just delete this minus, hit enter, uncheck solid. Let me just remove this polygon from here, and let's just add this polygon in here. Yep, something like this. Let's select all of it with holding control, and let's change the color of these. So right click, set color, teal. Now you got it. And one more thing, I think it was this one, this background. Yeah, so in this background, instead of green, let me do one thing. Let me just make it white. All right, so it will be white, something like this. And in the polygon itself, let's just reduce its level, which means opacity, to make it 0.5 or something like that. Maybe 0.65, not 0.5, that will be a lot, something like that. And after this polygon, let's add another polygon. Let me just copy this, Control C, paste it. Why isn't it oh, okay, so this is behind it. Okay, now I understand why isn't it working. Let me just delete this polygon. Not, let's just take this polygon out from here and let's attach it to the merge. Let's attach effect mask. So let's just delete that, and after this merge, let's add another BG, which will be white. Again, doing the same thing which I did over there. Attach the polygon over here, and yeah, that is pretty much it, to be honest. Shit, it is near about an hour. That is too much, to be honest. Control C, Control V, put it here. Again, Shift C to go into click append mode. Put one here, hold Shift. Again, you can copy it with Control C, Control V to paste. Put in between. Again, click anywhere and Shift I, select all, delete. And this time, let's just put anywhere over here. And I think that we have this canvas. See, looking super cool. Last thing is to animate it. So this is a 5-second clip. If you have the default fusion composition in your edit page or timeline, so it will have 119 frames if you have a 24 fps clips. I have a 60 fps clip, so that's why it's showing me 209 frames or 300 frames, okay, approximately. So let's animate it. Yeah, let's start with the background. Yeah, this one, this fish sort of thing. After this, let's add a safe transform node, and we'll be mostly animating with transform and the mask itself. So in this transform, on the 0 frame, let's first of all, let me just, you can reduce that. So yeah, let's reduce its size to 0, and on 59th or 55th, 53rd, 54th any frame, you can just increase its size to 1. As simple as that. So if I'll play from beginning, wait, I didn't add a keyframe. Okay, so reduce it to 0, add a keyframe, come here on to 60th or 57th and make it 1. Let's play it from beginning and right click over here, uncheck high quality, uncheck motion blur. Let's play from the beginning. It will look something like, and because it's 4K, so that's why it's a little bit stuttery. So let me just reduce its size to maybe full HD. That will make it a little bit faster. That's what I think. No, actually it didn't make it that faster. So I can check auto proxy and also proxy. Now it should be a little bit faster, to be honest. I don't know why it's not faster. Maybe it has too much. So in this transform, or maybe in this playback, first of all, let me just make it half. I think now it should be a little bit faster. What? Seriously? Are you kidding me? It's still not fast. Playback time like mouse resolution to quarter. Still it's slow. Man, that is really frustrating. So I'm going to spline and select in this menu, check this show only selected tool. So it will only show this transform. Check the size. These are the 2 keyframes that you added. Zoom to fit. Control A to select both. We have already selected that. Control to select both. Shift S to make them smoother. T to get this ease in, ease out box. Increase your ease in. 8990 would be fine. If you'll play from the beginning, so it will be like zip, like this, very smooth. Let's come to the next thing which we will animate, will be our main building. And to animate our main building, what we'll do is, first let's come to this one, and we will come over here on the 20th frame. Let's add a keyframe onto length, make it 0. All right, come here on 70, make it 1. See, you added these keyframes, it automatically get here in the spline. Select all with Control A, Shift S, and again the same thing, increase the ease in, so that it will be a little bit smoother, you know. See, it's a little bit smoother. Same thing with this rectangle over here. I think it's I wanna animate the roof, yeah. So on 50th, let's add again a length keyframe over here. On 100, let's add a keyframe again, and on this one, previous keyframe, make it 0. Again, select all, Control A, Shift S, increase the ease in to something like 80 above. Will look fine. Control F to fit to view. And now in the rectangle, like this building, we will do the same thing. On 0, it should be, let's animate the height, or maybe let's animate the level, to be honest. Yeah, let's level, it's fine. And on 30, it should be 1, so it should be this. Control A to select all, Shift S, increase the ease in. It's pretty simple, I think. This polygon, yeah, base polygon, which is really necessary. On 0, it should be, length should be 0. On 60th, its length should be 1. Control A to select all, Shift S, increase the. Now after that, what do we have here? We have this rectangle, so it is the border. Again, we will animate the length itself. So on 60th, its length will be 0, and let's change its cap style to flat so that we won't be seeing it. And on 110, it should be 1. Select all of it, Shift S, increase the ease and ease out. Same way, same thing. On this rectangle, doing the same thing. Come here onto 60th keyframe. Its length should be, first let's come here on, I think it's on 110. Yeah, let's add a keyframe over here. And on 60th, its length should be 0. Again, Control A, select all, Shift S, increase the ease in, and do it with all of these nodes. Lastly, our fill node. So I'm a little bit confused. What should we do over here with it? We can do various things. We can increase the level and also play with the soft edge. We can do various things, to be honest. Let's play with the soft edge or level. Level is fine. Again, okay, so somewhere around here, let's add a keyframe on this level and make it 0. And on 110, maybe 120, let's increase it level to 1. Control A to select both of these, Shift S to make them smoother, increase the ease in, and let's also increase the ease out this time so that it will be a little bit easier. And in this polygon, let's animate this same ways. Let's come here and on 95th frame, and let's, or maybe not on 95th frame, on 70 frame itself, let's add a keyframe on length, make it 0. Come here on 110, we can increase it again. Come here, click on spline, Control A, Shift S to make them smoother, and again with ease in, let's make it till around 80 will be fine. And the color building this time, what we can do is a little bit different. Let's add a rectangular mask onto this merge itself. Well, we have this building over here, as you can see, and we have this merge over here. So let's add a rectangular mask onto this merge. Shift to spacebar, RCT, that's it. Put it over here, and let's put right click, uncheck auto proxy, and let me just put it over here. Or maybe this is fine. Yeah, something like this. Put it over here, add a keyframe on center width. Okay, so building is made till here. So on 95th, it should be over here, and 140, I think. So let's do one thing. 95 plus 50 would be 145. Yeah, so on 140, it should be, yeah, somewhere around here. So again, Control A, Shift S, and increase the ease in. It's that simple. Again, the same thing. Control C to copy rectangle, Control to paste this rectangle, put this onto this merge, and let's do one thing. Let's just hold Shift, and now it will be locked in axis. So little bit around here. So now if I'll play from the beginning, it should be something like, oh, looking super great. It's great. And one more thing. At the beginning, we can see these dots. Well, that is all because of the cap style that we choose. So we can go over here and choose that cap style, rounded one. Let me just come over here, choose this one, and same here, flat one, flat, and all of this again flat. This one, not this. Yeah, this also. And I think now all the dots are gone. Yeah, it was all because of that cap style. And let's play it now from the beginning. And it will be like this. Yep, fine. Okay, so we also need to change the capsule of this rectangle. We just do that. Yep, this one. Now it's fine. We can change the capsule later when it's like it's totally filled, you know. So we can do that later. Yeah, we are done with that. Also, let me just again hit Control F. This next. Then we did the animation over here, I think. Yeah, color buildings is done. Next we have the leaves. Again, with leaves also, I'll just play with the, let's add XF transform node. Select all, bring it here. In this transform, let's play with the size itself. First of all, let me just change the pivot. So pivot should be around here, so it should increase its size from here. And one more thing, I want its size to be when these side buildings are also forming, so something like from 110. So let's add a keyframe on size, and on 160 again add a keyframe. On the beginning, let's reduce the size. As you can see, it will be like this. See, that is why I was not adding that duplicate node. It is so irritating, to be honest. Okay, let's do one thing. After this transform, let's add this duplicate node, and I think now it should work. Let's play. Okay, so all of it is like this. Then these rectangles are forming. Nice. Yeah, side buildings. Yeah, this worked out pretty well. So add this duplicate after this transform. Next, what we have here, we have this balloon. All right, this balloon again should form from 125. On 125, it's okay. So this is a solid one. All right, then we will play with the level. That is it. Or maybe we can play with the size again. Change the pivot. It should increase its size from here. On 125, put a keyframe on size. Then again, somewhere around here on 175th frame, it should have its size to 1. Then let me just reduce it to 0. And also, by the way, I just forgot to play with splines. Again, Control A to select all, Shift S, and increase the ease in, ease out. Do same thing over here. I didn't do that, if I remember quite well. In this, yeah, I didn't do that. Control A, Shift S, increase the ease in and ease out. I think rest of it. I didn't do all this. Okay. Next, we have all these polygons. Man, this will be a heck. We just need to animate the length, nothing else. Let's do one thing. Let's again come here, pin this polygon 7, and in this polygon 7, let's do one thing. Add a is equals node over here, and in this polygon, wait, no. In polygon 7 underscore 1, let's add a keyframe over here. Sorry, not a keyframe, is equals to over here on length, and copy this. Doing the same thing over here, is equals to length. Same here, is to length. Same here, is to length. Same here, and same here. Last is equals to. Now, what's the benefit of that? I'll just select this polygon 7. Let me just unpin that. And if I'll reduce the length of it, all of these lengths will be gone. Shit, we also want to change its size or cap style to flat. Or again, we can do that in polygon 7. Let's come here. Polygon 7 underscore 1. Let's choose that. Right click here. Expression equals to. Sorry, not that. Let's take the border style. Choose this border style. Border style, this one. Yeah, polygon 7 cap style. Come here. Right click. Expression. Polygon 7 cap style. Come here. Right click. Expression. Polygon 7 cap style. Come here. Right click. Expression. Polygon 7 cap style. And same thing. Do all of these. Now you will see the benefit of it. Polygon 7 cap style. Okay, and what is this one? Yeah, also with this one, let's first play from the beginning and let's see what do we have here. All right, so we see this here looking great. Then we have C. It will not look that great because the cap style is now flat. Okay, so what we will do is, and on the 0 frame, yeah, okay, not with this one, but with this one, on 0 frame its cap style will be this, but on the first frame its cap style would be rounded. At the beginning it will not be visible, but it will be visible when it's playing. So we'll do this with each one. So flat cap style. After sorry, I just did wrong. So on the first keyframe it will be like this. second keyframe it will be rounded. So we need to do this with each one. Keyframe, same with this one, keyframe, and then rounded one, another node whenever there is first keyframe, one here, then rounded this. So whenever there is first keyframe, okay, so not with this one, we don't have cap style here. So in whichever node we have cap style, we'll just do on the first keyframe it will be flat, second keyframe it will be rounded. We need to do this with each one. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, but I know it's a little bit time taking process, but it will be worth it. Okay, so not with this, not with this. Here we already did that, and yeah, it was that simple, to be honest. Now let me just play it from the beginning and let's see what do we have here. So yeah, it's like this. Now it's a little bit better because that rounded cap style looking super cool. Balloon just comes like that. Why is that length? Oh, so I just forgot to animate that. So on 130 it should be 0, then again on 180 its length will be 1. Select all, Control A, Shift S, increase the ease in to something like 81 would be fine. One more thing, when it will be here like this, so this polygon's length will be 0 like this, and after some time, because it's small, length will be 1. Control A, select all, Shift S, increase the ease in. Yeah, that's, and I think now it is completed. Let's see first in here, and let's see if I forgot to add something. We have the building color comes in, side buildings pops up, these also pops up, shoot, line, and all of that stuff. Well, I think this is looking great. I don't know about you guys, to be honest. One more thing which we can do, let me just pause it over here. We can see this gap over here, so how to create that? Again, adding a rectangular mask over there. It was this polygon, I think. Maybe, yeah, it was this one. So onto this merge, let's add a RCT mask. Let me just put it over here, make it this small, something like this, and let's come here in operator of it, rectangle 7, and yeah, uncheck solid. Wait, why isn't it showing me the operator of it? Okay, so instead putting it over here, we'll be putting it after this rectangle. Alright, so something like this. And now here in paint mode, let's change it to subtract. Boom, that is gone. Isn't it what you wanted? Above, make it down, whatever you want. Alright, so yeah, that is it. Or maybe you can come here and put this one over here. It will not work. Okay, no issue. So yeah, you can literally put it wherever you want or wish. Or let's see this. Let's see the final image. Alright, so this is pretty much it for this one, and I hope that I was able to make you understand all of it. Let me check it big. Yeah, something like this, and the link to the file of this would be in the description below, so check the. If you want any type of videos, then please go to the community post on the channel. It will be on the channel or in the community post, and type there on which effect or whatever you want it to be. So please community post and type your problem or query there. And yeah, that is pretty much it for this one. See you in the next one with another motion graphics tool in Fusion. Bye bye.